Hello everyone, welcome back. I've got a couple fun matches for you guys tonight. It's the return of the AoM Classics. It's been 4 months since I last did one of these, and I've kind of missed it. It's good to be back. AoM Classics number 14. We go back in time. Has to be this way. All the way back like a decade to watch two 1v1s of some of the best players of the time. It'll be fun. These old games are fun to kind of reminisce of the olden days, which were always better, or so we think. And it should be a couple of fun 1v1s tonight. Starting off with Hellsravage versus Berserker, and then the second one is TheMista versus Adhafang. They're not Berserker. TheMista versus Adhafang. So 2 fun games. Should be fun. Let's get right into it. Have a blast. It's my last stream before I leave on vacation, so you better enjoy it because I'll be gone for a little bit. But let's get right into classics. And hello, Raptor. Hope you are excited because I am. AOL Berserker versus Real Men Use Bolt. That's Hellsravage. One of his many Smurfs. All right, let's go. Let's have some fun. Ooh, Zeus versus Poseidon. All right. So we've got Berserker on Poseidon. He's red. And then we've got Hellsravage on the blue color. And he's Zeus. And it's fitting that Hellsravage under the name Real Men Use Bolt would be playing as Zeus. Kind of weird to start off this game that he decided to come down to his deer, which are on the other side of this tree line, when he's got 6 boar right here. You might as well have just started here, and then you could have just eaten boar for like almost the rest of the game. But one thing I did notice when I was looking at the mini-map, you gotta remember, these are the old games, on the old maps, on the old Ensemble Studios online, and some of these maps are really weird, crazy, or imbalanced. Like, take a look at this. Right here, right in the middle of the map, is someone's town center. I'm really not sure who it's supposed to be. I think it's supposed to be Berserkers. But then you got this one out here, like, it's to the middle of nowhere, all the way at the top edge of the map. And I think this is Real Men Use Bolt, aka Hellsravage. But it's hard to know for sure, because these old maps are just wild, they're crazy, they're fun. Some people love them, some people hate them. I think they're good in moderation. Like, for watching an old game and not actually playing on it anymore because they're a little crazy. Yeah, this is a nice town center. Secures 2 relics, Odin's Wand and the Cathar of Apollo, which is good. At Pegasus Rutch, you might think that's an insult or maybe making fun of me, but one of the most important messages you could ever get on your phone is Chrono JJ went live. And yeah, that's what it said right here. I am live, so it's very important. Cathar of Apollo, that makes villagers move 10% faster. That's good. Trios Bull is +2 range for most archers. And then the Staff of Dionysius, which is +20 villager carrying capacity. So if you don't know who these players are, AOL Berserker is a guy who hasn't been around for, it's been a handful of years since he's been around. He was a top player. He's housed, but is still a top player. In fact, some of the best players are frequently housed, like all the time. So it's okay that he got housed there. But yeah, Berserker was a player. He played a lot of vanilla, which is the original AoM, and was one of the best players on that, especially in his time period. He never played quite as much Titans. It probably wasn't quite as good, like, comparatively. But it's still pretty good. So And when he did play, he was top level. I mean, not like top like he was in Vanilla, the original, but was pretty good. Hellsravage, of course, he's pretty good. He still plays. Not quite as much as he used to. This is from a time period when I actually wasn't around. I think I was still in my hiatus, shall we say, of a handful of years. So a lot of these games I'm not familiar with, never watched. And this is when Hellsravage, I guess he played a ton, because a lot of these games have Hellsravage, a lot of these AoM classics that I downloaded from the RTS Sanctuary. Has him a lot, but often in Smurfs. So this dude must have like played non-stop around that now, which is probably why he was able to get so good. But he's still good today. And Hellsravage, I think, primarily did play Egyptian back, or not Egyptian, primarily did play Greek. So we've got a Greek matchup here on Marsh. This is before any balance patches, anything like that. Realistically, I feel like this should be a game that Zeus should win easily. But Hells has kind of screwed himself a little bit with his pathing. I didn't like the way he pathed here to this deer that was cut off. And now he went all the way down here for 2 Aurochs, which is a lot of walking time when he could have still just been gathering all of this hunt and then moving to all of this hunt and not had near the idle walking time. In fact, this will get interesting here. This will be interesting. There's a lot of running around to kill an Aurochs here. Now the Aurochs doesn't quite handle the turns as well as this dude. So now the Aurochs is going to turn on this lady. This is the most excitement we've had this game. Oh no. Yeah, she better take a few turns as quickly as the dude. Uh-oh. Oh, alright. So yeah, a lot of work to kill an Aurochs there as we see the players have aged up. We've got Hermes, and then we've got Berserker also aged up as Hermes. He apparently really does not want this tower to get killed. And all the walling is due to the early Centaur. As we can see, this is going to be tough because pre-balance patch, this is Zeus with full favor gather rate, and this is also Hippolyta, which is the age 2 hero for Berserker being Poseidon, is with Hippolyta with having a terribly slow attack. The animation to attack is really slow, which makes it tough. Like, realistically here, I mean, this really wasn't a fair matchup back in the day. Like, Zeus should probably win 65-70% of the time, probably, which is super fair. But we'll see what happens. We see this is also when Centaurs had full damage on their special. So 2 specials killed the villager. So good. We see we already saw 1 villager die right there. The Centaur is like a little bit of distraction here. We actually had a return villager killed there. And Hellsravage is not paying attention to his Centaur. And that hurts to lose one like that. And a lot of kind of incompetence going on right here. Where a lot of idle time, this really shouldn't have happened. And do I think allowing god powers for Greek, Egyptian, and Norse to be used multiple times like Atlantis would break game balance? Yes. The reason it works for Atlanteans is because overall their god powers aren't generally as good, so it's okay that you can use them, but multiple times. But imagine like a ceasefire that you can use twice after a recharge time. Oh, that would be so broken. 2 flaming weapons. Oh man, 2 locusts. Oh, Norse would be, I mean, shoot. Man, it would be fun to have double the god powers. But yeah, it would be pretty broken. And yes, Mr. Destructo, I am at war with these rabbits. And they have struck at a really bad time as we see Hellsravage here. Kind of not paying a whole lot of attention so far this game. Lost his Centaur here for no reason. Kind of let this aggression happen. I think it was just some bad walling. But yeah, these rabbits have chosen a really good time to attack because I'm leaving on vacation for a week. Who in the world is going to guard my garden while I'm gone? Okay, so here's Hippolyta. She's coming forward with the rest of this army. And meanwhile, we have Hellsravage circling around the top, trying to find some villagers. He has good scouting. He kind of knows where everything is. He knows there's still villagers here. This is a bit of a scary army, as he's grabbing a town center. This will probably force out a ceasefire. We can see this scout is here. Yeah, there's no way. This has to be. Yeah. So there's the ceasefire. Kind of a weird play so far by Hellsravage. Like normally you see the Centaur Strangle, where you just go heavy. Early Centaurs, early Greek heroes attack the enemy hunt, bolt the enemy hero, and then you can deal with the other hero, or if it's Hippolyta, she's really bad at attacking. It's going to be tough. And here we got two villagers coming forward. Looks like they're going to grab this town center right in the middle of the map. This is a power play right here. As I touched on earlier, this town center right in the middle of the map is kind of anybody's. But it's a super strong position to get this. You get all this hunt. You get all that hunt. You get this crocodile. You get more hunt, kind of. But yeah, all of this... This is a dream town center, to be sure. Now, we could see some damage with these centaurs. They come in. I think he was worried about Berserker grabbing this town center. And joke's on him. It was this one. Oh, nice pull. The villagers know this is coming. I don't know why he's raiding with centaurs with the Hippocon, because this slows the centaurs down. I mean, 5.5 speed, 6.5. That's faster. By quite a bit. So this, again, this is weird to see. Bringing a scout forward, trying to see what's going on in the back. He's going to end up probably sitting on this wood line for a while. And Berserker could do a ton of damage with this if he went forward. Like, a little bit of an overkill to defend this raid, which is still doing a lot of damage anyway, because look at all this idle villager time. Just roaming around doing nothing. And Centaur will probably get in a free shot. Yeah, okay. But, I mean, even though this didn't kill anything, I mean, it did a lot of damage. Because all these units had to be idle. And then it also kept Berserker, who has a much bigger army. It kept him back. Like, Berserker would have attacked. Like, he could have done so much. Like, imagine this. Imagine Berserker sent this army home. The one with the heroes. And went forward with this one. Like, Berserker could be all over this right now. Like, everywhere. Idle villagers. I mean, it would be really strong. And he's going to try to get us around here, but they can pass through here. Which is another interesting point that I don't think Hellsravage realized this connected. Because he walled this off, but not this. And now, aha! The army is now here. And yes, Athena's Restoration would be very useful with multiple usages, but Athena's Restoration is very good with one. And now this is a fight that should go well for Berserker, as long as his heroes actually start targeting the Centaur up here. And, well, they'll just retreat. And a lot of idle villager time. There's the bolt on the Hippolyta. And where's the other hero down here? So, the problem now that Hippolyta has been bolted, and Theseus is down here hammering away at a villager. These centaurs will be tough to kill. And now Berserker kind of is here a little bit too long at this point. Like, really your goal here is just to make these villagers go idle. I don't know if continually fighting this is necessarily super good. He does get a nice little surround on the centaur. But now Berserker's going to have to retreat because, well, defender's advantage. You got two town centers, you got towers, you got the centaur here. And again, this is, yeah, Berserker just overstayed his welcome a little bit. This would have gone so much better if he would have attacked earlier instead of going all defensive. But we can see that Real Men Use Bold, aka Hellsravage, does have a score lead. What kind of villager count does he have, though? It's kind of hard to tell in these old things. I think Berserker is really in better shape. As we see a few villagers getting picked off here, the centaurs trying to surround them, but no. I don't understand the the mining of this gold when there's gold back here. Though these might supposed to be wood choppers. Instead they're mining gold, but that's okay. We can see Berserker's got really good eco management. Hellsravage is a little bit helter-skelter here. And he's also housed. Like I said, good players get housed a lot. Kind of armory upgrades, none. And Pierce Armor and Thundering Hooves. That makes these Hippocon quite a bit better. +1 hack damage, +0.6 speed. Probably come running through. Do we have crenellations? No. Two low HP villagers here. In fact, this one who's only got 1 HP. Is he gonna get away? He did! What a boss. And now, again though, Berserker's in a good spot. He's got a better army, but taking some really bad fights. As we see, Hell's here is kind of securing this top town center. Does Berserker even know? Oh, that's why. Berserker doesn't know where the third town center is. And that's going to hurt him. Because realistically, what he could have done with his military advantage is instead of raiding and losing all of these units, could have just secured this third town center and been in a really good spot. Instead he's raiding a lot, losing a lot of units. And now Hellsravage is at 3 town centers compared to Berserker's 2. Berserker has a choice here. When you look at his resources, I think he's going to build his town center now. I saw looks like 300, yeah. Because in this situation, going heroic age as the Poseidon here is really, really good. You get access to the really cheap and good age 3 hero, which she demolishes centaurs. And then you also get Prodromus, which then would demolish the Hippocon. And this wall is... okay, there's a hole in it. And oh no, Centaur on the town center here. Whew. So this town center is delayed even longer. Caught a Centaur down here. Hells is like walling off the entire outside ring of this. This Centaur. There's actually a lot of damage here. It's gonna slow down Berserker's boom quite a bit. The scout here just hanging out. The scout is probably trying to figure out where this mining camp is. It's not there. Oh, the scout can't even see the villagers. But I like it. Who needs storehouses? And oh man, this is rough for Berserker here. Like, you can kind of see with just like the generalized tactical mistakes he's made, where he's put himself in a hole in a game that he should really be ahead in right now. Pounding through this, so he's kind of given up on this town center up here. He's probably just gonna age up. Oh man, he has his own centaurs though. Interesting. Went forward to check this gold mine. No, get out of there. And now we've got 3 centaurs. Centaurs do bonus damage against centaurs. I mean, all myth units do, not all. Almost all myth units do bonus damage against other myth units. There's a few exceptions. Alright, little damage gotten there. Aphrodite is up for Berserker. And Apollo for Hellsravage. That really helps him because of the way he is positioned on the map. And I thought we might see another ceasefire being used to grab this town center, because if he was never able to get this town center, he probably would have for sure lost. Now, what he could have done, now he finds this other town center way up there. Berserker could have waited a little bit and come here with Curse. Might have been better, because ceasefire is really good, and you really want to have that in your pocket as opposed to a Curse. These villagers are, I'm not sure where they were told to go, but they're exploring. Town center will go up. Now, you have both these players still stockpiling a ton of resources, so it looks like Berserker, yeah, he's going to hop right up to Mythic, and I would imagine that Hells will do the same thing as well. Yes, it's pretty standard. There's a pretty big power spike reaching Mythic. So we see just a little struggle here next to the town center, and this will be the end of Hells' little army. Got a scout coming. More units on their way. So Hephaestus and Artemis. Interesting. The Artemis is a bit of it all in here, where Berserker is going to have to use Artemis to take control of this and get up 4 to 2 town centers. Artemis, the problem is Forge of Olympus is a super strong technology. And let's take a look at it. If you don't know, Forge of Olympus is a special technology for Hephaestus. 300 gold, 60 favor. It's expensive, but minus 60% armory upgrade cost. That's huge. That saves a ton of resources and makes your units so much stronger. But yeah, I'm guessing we're going to see an immediate earthquake here. And then it's going to be, will Hellsravage be able to solidify long enough for the armory upgrades to come in and potentially retake his town center? So I anticipate Berserker, who's got 3,500 golds in his bank, I anticipate him taking this town center. It wouldn't surprise me. But he's not in position. A little weird. What does he do? We have Hephaestus up. We do have Hellsravage with kind of the wild card. As we see plenty of ball. He's kind of got this wild card underworld passage. But I am very surprised that I am not seeing an immediate earthquake here. It looks like they're trying to come now. Hippolyta will give range. He might be trying to get greedy and kill it without having to use Earthquake. Nope, there it is. There's Earthquake. Town center down. These docks are up, though. A little bit better placed Earthquake would have killed more. And now we have the Underworld here. Used for the Colossus and the Centaurs. We see this army coming forward. Now this is a bad fight for Hells right now because he doesn't have any heroes. Whoa, that splash damage was huge. It did so much damage. And now we have this town center going up. Now I do like these docks here. Upgraded siege ships would really do a number on this town center. And we see the Colossus will keep this town center from going up, but not a nice army here for Hells. We see a curse come in. That's really good. We've got upgraded Hippicon. We've got Myrmidons being trained for no real reason. They don't get bonus damage against other Greek units, so there's no purpose to be making Myrmidons. there'd be hoplites instead. So that's really weird, but they're here anyway. And the fortress is denied. We've got a Juggernaut out. It's actually Berserkers. We've got Colossus coming down. Well, we've got Adhafang here. She's ready. Probably on a kind of coincidentally ready, but she's there. And we're trying to get this town center up. Hello, Lord Fondle Me. Lightly. Thank you for calling me beautiful. I rolled my shirt for you. Says Heartthrob. But I'm thinking, yeah, Berserker's gonna get this town center. The underworld is okay. Here come the hoplites now. I think he realized that the Myrmidons are kind of useless. But man, these Colossus take so much damage. Even with Atalanta here, this town center might go down, and it does have masons. Here comes Polyphemus. Wasn't super good back in the day without any of the patch up changes. We got 4 town centers to 2 now. And it certainly doesn't help when Polyphemus is hammering away at Heracles. Probably should get on the Colossus. And will this town center go down? It's gonna be close. You're gonna whack him over the. Oh. For some reason, see the Colossus fly through the air really entertains me, and he does not quite get that town center down. But here's what we were talking about. I like these docks. We have the upgraded siege juggernauts, and they are gonna take this town center down. Berserker still has a lot of resources, and he's gonna have a hard time now dealing with all of these Colossus, especially when a little bit of pathing issues gonna be going on here too, with these little docks being these walls being half built. We can see all this army here right now for Hells is basically useless because it's all mispositioned and getting path blocked. And now all these juggernauts are going to take this town center down. Hells should just turn on this underworld here. Just kill the underworld while you're here, because that's what's really costing you right now. Get on the underworld. Forget the towers. Forget the town center for now. Just get on the underworld. The Colossus was about to get whacked and he hid. He sets his hoplite flying. Oh man, this game is great. Oh man. Alright, nice upgrades. I'm not looking not the third line though. Do we have Forge of Olympus in yet for Hells? I don't think so. Let's see, it's gonna be hard to tell. I don't think he does, because he's making all these Colossus instead. And still ignoring this underworld here. Why does no one pick Dionysius? Well, Underworld gives a ton of flexibility. So generally... Wait, I don't even... Does Zeus even get... Nah, let me remind myself here. Yeah, he gets it. The problem with Zeus is later in the game, Zeus isn't going to be making as many calves. Zeus is going to turn into hoplite. So this upgrade doesn't do a whole lot. In a map like this, your Hydra isn't going to do a whole lot. Your Skillet either, and you got a kind of a pointless water tech. The only thing that kind of helps is plus 5% hit points. And bronze, it's decent, but it's not super great. You would see it more likely being used by the Poseidon, but you get Curse, or not Curse, you get Aphrodite because, well, he doesn't even have the upgrades. The really good upgrades in Aphrodite are the temple ones, which are the Divine Blood, which makes villagers move faster and build faster. That's really good, the building faster, because Poseidon, you kind of want to just spread the map with buildings, because then you get your militia popping out for free everywhere, and that's really good. And then you also Golden Apples plus 50% praying is pretty decent as well. But yeah, generally you don't see a lot of Dionysius. It's just if you're Zeus, Underworld generally gives you better options. Though it's now getting killed. And then if you're Poseidon, curses, I mean not curse, but just the entire kit from Aphrodite is hard to turn, you know, hard to go against. As we see all these militia popping out, the Sea Juggernauts here. And Real Cry, thanks for the subscription, and it was a huge part of my childhood too. Here I am, 18 years later, playing some and still streaming. There's still a decent community left for it. Had some pretty decent tournaments lately. We see some villager raids. Oh, I love the raids. Oh, get on this gold mine. You know it's here. Oh, they're okay, get down here. Oh, let's see some roasting. Oh, nice little split here. Oh, where's their special? Okay, there's one. Oh, but here comes Jason. He's gonna come here and make some problems. Now, what I would like to see, actually, instead of the Toxotes here, probably see some Hippaspis. Because you want to upgrade your military, your infantry anyway for your militia. So we see the Chimera coming up here. Yeah, Hydra are a little bit expensive because keep in mind that the Greek power spike isn't heroic age, it's mythic. And generally what you're kind of short on when it comes to aging up is food. So the Hydra, making the Hydra, you're not really going to. Man, this is a big fight right here. Yeah, making the Hydra isn't quite so good because they cost food. You just want to kind of just skip. So really the Mythic Age, or the Heroic Age myth unit doesn't really matter a whole lot, and the Lion is a little better anyway. See the Polyphemus up against the Colossus. And yes, it is an AoM classic game, circa 2010. And I'd like to see... Oh! Oh, we missed it! But this Croc feasted on some flesh right there. And we still got this really annoying build here from Hellsravage that's keeping this town center down. And this is a problem here. We've got the Zeus hoplites that have crush damage. So they're plugging away at this town center. And even though the underworld is down, Berserker didn't clear up these buildings. And this town center might end up going down. Doesn't have architects. Doesn't really have a lot of armory upgrades either. What are we looking at here for armory upgrades? Oof. Ooh, yeah, not super good armory upgrades. And this town center... it goes down, it's going to be a 2-2 fight. Oh, the Chimera getting killed by the Pegasus. And yeah, back to 2-2. Oh yes, we want to see the Argo. I don't know if we will. And the problem is, or one of many problems, is Berserker is missing some pretty important technologies. He doesn't have the technology that lets him build faster. He doesn't have a lot of armory technologies either. And right now... Hells is... now it looks like he has researched Forge of Olympus because he's starting to pump out the armory upgrades. And he's gotten second line of everything except for Pierce. And that's better than Berserker, who only has the first line. And these Colossus, even though they aren't even upgraded, they're tough to deal with if you're Poseidon, because your Mythic Age hero really isn't super good. And we're seeing a ton of favor being gathered here. I'm thinking he's trying to go for a Titan. I don't know if that's the play. He's got some eco problems here. And this is where the Plenty Vault, as the game gets going, your Plenty Vault does generate a ton of resources. We've got this hoplite rush on the town center now. Bellerophon flying in to kill all the villagers. And Berserker's army is just nowhere to be found right now. And Hellsravage is just running all over Berserker with just some hoplites and a Colossus. And Berserker's down to one town center. And I don't know what he's gonna do here. I mean, this side build with 3 military academies and a temple is causing so much havoc. But he's still got his town center in the middle, which is funny. So the way this map generated with this town center in the middle, you would have thought like this middle town center would have been like the focal point of the entire game. Nope, not even, doesn't matter. We're fighting around the edges. Well, it's kind of cool as we now see the army getting taken care of. These deep shifts taking the fortress down. And Berserker is kind of losing his way here a little bit. Vacation for the weekend? No, vacation for over a week. I'll be gone for a little bit. You're going to have to miss me. But yeah, at this point, Berserker, I don't know what he can do to win. I really don't. These crocs down here are just vicious. Because yeah, I mean Berserker isn't going to get this town center anytime soon. He's going to have a hard time building this town center. And Hellsravage is going to scale better than Berserker will. Hellsravage has decent economy. Eco upgrades, how we looking? He's got almost all of them. Military upgrades, still slow to get his military upgrades. Building the kind of a side fortress down here. These Colossus are just doing so much damage. You can see how long it takes to kill them. It's just so hard. And Hells? Okay. Hells is trying to come forward and grab this town center. Probably as soon as he gets a 3rd town center, he wins the game. Gotta watch out. He doesn't quite have this area secured yet. Might as well maybe... shoot. Berserker just can't build his town centers. He should probably start trading to the safest town center on the map, which is the one right in the middle. A couple militia over here. The hoplites will clean up because we've only got medium toxicity. Hell should send some more villagers over. We got these 3 having a little bit of a donkey meeting. A meeting of the asses right here. 4th one comes in. Oh man, I love watching other people's recorded games. So great. Alright, this one town center has been rebuilt. Trying to rebuild this next one, which it might happen. Maybe. I would still love to see Hells move some more villagers forward here because he's got 0. And Hells must have ran out. I don't know where his army went. I think he's over ecoed a little bit. Now he's sending more. Now he's cleaning out these buildings. Then these annoying militia show up, but they aren't upgraded. But yeah, good to see Iron Maiden back again. It would be nice to send these Hippocon up here. And now I think this town center should go up. And I just don't see how Hells would be able to, or how Berserker would realistically be able to win at this point. Not sure. Alright, now he's got all the armory upgrades. And not a lot. I mean, he still needs second and third line for Berserker, who doesn't have a huge economy right now. We'll get some gold coming in as soon as these caravans come back. Alright, town center up. I'd like to see... Probably Hells could just come down here and just send our squad of hoplites and kill this town center. That's probably where these will go next, I'm guessing. Got some random peltasts for no real reason. Oh, some javelins at the storehouse. TheMista is chasing Bellerophon. That's not gonna work. Bellerophon will like kind of single-handedly kill all of these. Isn't this sickening? The comparison of Bellerophon to Polyphemus back in the day. Like, just disgusting. Bellerophon doing a good job of distracting down here. Oh, the hoplites are coming in up here. Okay. Alright, well, you'll just finish this one off instead. The Colossus already got this down to about half hit points. Oh, nice little raid here on the bottom, though. Got a few? Ooh, a few Hellopolis. While the hoplites are away, Berserker does play and massacred a ton of villagers. Well, maybe this is how Berserker wins. He's gonna be in on the trade route. He loses his own town center over here, but this should be enough. As long as this this Hellopolis gets on this town center, this should be enough to take this one down. Oh, jeez, this Hellopolis is brainless. And we can hear the donkeys all getting massacred. Would probably like to rebuild his market up here. Yep, there it is. Matrius Market, before Matrius even played the game. And the hoplites coming in down on this town center as well. This is scary. This is scary. Look at all these militia just idle. Ooh, yeah, this town center is going to go down. Is this how Berserker saves the game? Because we've got Peltas for no real reason. This is... Why? That 16 pop space is just completely wasted here. And this town center is going... All of a sudden, Berserker, who at one point was down to one town center, is back in business. And boy, is he back in business. Like a grand reopening. And he's clearing out this dock down here. Yeah, this comeback is unreal. Like, I kind of didn't even see it, like, beginning to happen. And then all of a sudden you have all of this here. And I don't know. I mean, these Peltas, though, are a big problem. Because they're nothing. Why are they here? Like, they do almost no damage to anything that's on the field. So, like, they're just taking up pop space. But now we're having a base trade. I love it. So now Hellsravage has this town center. Berserker has this one. So we're kind of doing a loop-de-loop over here on the bottom. We've got these Colossus. Would love to see some silver and gold Colossus in here. This... It helps the Colossus get in on the town center. Nope, he's going to run away. And what are we going to see here? I mean, a bit of a base trade. Hells is kind of probably going to hold this off for now. Berserker running out of economy a little bit. Hells, though, is even more ran out of economy, but he's re-establishing his trade route. He's also maybe going to come on this town center. Like, at this point, Hellsravage, actually, the best spot for Hells to attack is this town center. Oh, no, we're just doing some villager raiding. So a strong push here by Berserker isn't going to be enough. We don't even have the second or third armory upgrade line for Berserker yet, and that's big. But we've got a nice set of towers here. That'll do a lot of damage to these hoplites. And now the Colossus turns on the town center. Nothing going down here. Just a little bit too much towers and stuff to defend this. But yeah, the Colossus is here. And the problem though is with the champion hoplites with the third pierce upgrade, they do just demolish these towers. And like this forward build, or this side build, or whatever you want to call this, the stolen town center, which the position looked so good 30 seconds ago. Now the towers have disappeared. The army is gone. The Colossus is coming in, and this is probably going to fall. And, okay, he did notice this. But where does... I mean, it looks so good for Berserker. And now it looks not so good. Berserker is really still missing the Hypaspist, which is the Greek military academy unit that does bonkers damage to enemy infantry. Because he has nothing to kill these hoplites. Towers needed to granaries. And now we've got this town center is down again. And Hellsravage is up 3-2 town centers. About to grab this one, which will put him up 4-2. And this game is like flipped. Like so quickly these last 5 minutes. Where it looked like Hells was going to win through here. And then it looked like Berserker was going to win up here. Now it looks like Hellsravage is going to win again. And I don't know now. I am not sure. Be a random Elapolis wandering through. I don't know what Berserker is going to be able to do. I've said that before, but I don't know again. Like, these medium Toxotes just... they aren't cutting it. 7.8 damage against a unit that currently has 38% pierce armor. That's not super good. We have the Petrobolus behind the walls. A type Earl of Victory. Yes, a quick, easy win. Earl of Victory cheats were on. Oh, trying to build this wall, but the villager that was coming got tasked down here. Hoplites are come wandering in. Got a random Mythic Age Centaur. The hoplites will probably get this down. They'll be close. Metropolis playing hard to get. But yeah, they're going to take it down. And we've got one Colossus hidden there. Again, you'd love to see upgraded militia. Love to see it. With this random archery range. But yeah, like if you're Hells, who's been making a pure hoplite, I mean, why change though? Because Berserker isn't making anything that will kill them. This is kind of like, right here, this army is reminding me of a campaign army. You just have all the units muddled up into one, and they're all just walking at the same slow speed. But we got all these hoplites here on this. We've got a couple Colossus that I don't think will be killed in time. This town center will go down, and what looked like a miraculous comeback from Berserker is going down in flames. I don't think he's got it. Don't think he's got it, as Berserker is down now to just one town center. He's been in this position before, but Helms has pretty much secured the entirety of the map. Got some more Colossus coming in. More hoplites. Just the hoplite siege damage is so strong. These fat boys here aren't going to be able to get it. They're going to have to wander all the way around here. But yeah, we've got... I mean, Berserker is trying, bless his heart. But I don't think it's going to happen as we see more hoplites come rushing in. Pure hoplites basically won the game for Hellsravage. And that's probably going to be it. This was a fun game, though. It had a lot of turns. The main town center is down. This one is trying to be rebuilt, but guess what? Here's more hoplites. And Hells has basically just made Hoplites and Colossus, and he's winning the game. Because, well, why bother? Why not? But because I do have to travel tomorrow. And oh, that's the game. GG, well played. Fun game back and forth in our first game of our 2 set of games here for the AoM Classics. In the end, Hellsravage emerges victorious in a game that was up and down quite a bit. I mean, you thought that Berserker was going to win, but no. Really close economical score line here. Look at the end game, and that's that. Units killed, lost, pretty similar. The problem was Berserker just couldn't kill the hoplites quick enough, or the Colossus quick enough, so he kept losing all of his buildings. Yeah, needed 3 or 4 Hetairoi, or maybe just upgrade his infantry and start making it pacifist. Maybe would have been okay. Age up's pretty similar. Same research count there. I like it. And champion hoplites, 246 of them made, 141 Hippocon. I mean, we kind of know what the difference is going to be there. Timeline. Settlements are crazy. Up and down, all the way down. Back up. You thought he was turning around here. Not quite. Score line way up here, way down, way up, then down. One thing I do like to do in between these games here is we will go back and let's take a look at the comments for this game back whenever it was played real quick before we get on to the next game. What was Hellsravage's nick here? It was Real Men Use Bolt. Okay. Real Men Use Bolt. And let's find this game and the topic. See what people had to say. Berserker, Poseidon. Okay, here it is. All right. These topics sometimes are really funny. Played quite poorly in OM5. This game was alright. Should have gone Hephaestus or at least made Hippopis. Well, he badly misspelled it as Hyapis, but we knew what he meant. You played well. Boom faster. And lame more like he did. I don't want to see it was lame. There's TheMista. Put some stuff out here. What the heck? Mr. Berserker, watch out your mouth, because it says some craps about my name and some sites. Average player, eh? Idiot. Close it before I take your tongue and close it myself. And TheMista, he wrote something about me. Where? J4 Timaeus, he wants to know. On YouTube. Oh, man. YouTube in 2011. What? Oh, man. Oh, jeez. What the heck are you on crack, Mista? I have never seen anything on YouTube or talk smack about you. They aren't even talking about the game. Aren't you RM Berserker? No, I don't know who that is. Oh, man. TheMista had a misidentified. Uh-oh. Sorry. Oh, well, that went on and ended quickly. Oh man, these old topics here. Oh, now we're accusing Mista of map hacking. It never changes. All right, well, let's get on to our next game here. Game number 2, which will be, speaking of TheMista versus Adhafang. Isis versus Zeus on Oasis. All right. It'll be completely different here. We've got TheMista, some consider to be the best player who have ever played this game. He is up against Adhafang, playing Isis. I know Adhafang, and I played him a decent amount back in the olden days as a Poseidon or Greek player. Not really familiar with him playing Egyptian, but here he is playing Isis. versus Zeus on Oasis. We've got a 5 zebra start and then a 3 gazelle hunt. So not super good as far as food. 2011 ISIS strong. Oh yeah. ISIS strong. ISIS still strong. People just don't like to play ISIS because Ra's better. And we've got TheMista going just ham on these zebra here. A lot of villagers on this. 7 villagers. Not getting hunting dogs. Because he doesn't know what the second hunt is. Keep in mind these are the old maps where they could be anywhere. This is pre-nerf Ancestors Eclipse. I don't even think it's nerfed anymore, is it? I think it's back to normal. Yeah, pre-nerf. Back on the original 1.03. Hello, Airtrees. Good to have you on board. And you too, Mr. Yo Soy Flaco. And Hannibal Barca. Good to see you guys. But, yeah, I'm kind of interesting that Mista sent all of these villagers to this pack of food. I mean, I guess he's hoping to find his second hunt and it'll be glorious, but second hunt is only 3 gazelle. And there's the other second hunt. And whoa. Oh, we've got two giraffe roaming the map over here and 2 giraffe way over there. Okay. I'm going to say these villagers here from Adhafang are walking a very long way. One thing I will point out is look how much better Adhafang's hunt was, his starting hunt, than TheMista's. TheMista's was like way over here. Adhafang's was literally like within shooting range of his town center. But don't forget, the old maps were always better. This was a long way to walk for a few giraffe. I guess there's some berries here. The relics, ship of fingernails. It's plus 24 free food a minute. And then the other one is the pelt of Argus, plus 6 unit line of sight. Actually, a pretty solid relic there. TheMista's going to have a hard time, I feel like. Was that a hunt delete? Where? Not on this. Close. It was really close to a hunt delete. But not quite. And now TheMista is... See, this is why I was kind of confused as to why he sent all these villagers here. Because then they just have to run all the way back. I mean, I guess he's trying to put them on this wood here. These 2 dudes and this guy are... And this guy too. They are not wanting to work. Airtrees! Oh, that's what you mean by it's my turn. Thanks for your Twitch Prime. I appreciate it. I appreciate the support. Are we seeing centaurs? Normally you don't do centaurs against an Isis. Because Isis gets pretty strong heroes. But it looks like that's what he's doing. No, he took it off. Well, he has nothing on gold. Okay, he is making centaurs. He has not a single villager on gold. Take a look at this gold mine, though. This is like a Gaia forest, only it's berries. Don't let John Arbiter see this. He'd have a heart attack. Alright, here comes the centaur coming forward. It's really weird to see centaurs against an Isis. But, I mean, TheMista... Yeah, this map is really bad for TheMista. It's so bad. Like, his hunt is... I mean, 3 gazelle is way up here. That's not even his side of the map, basically. The giraffe are hiding in the corner. That's so far to go. Like, why bother? We've got, I mean, yeah, the lower and the worse the hunt is here, the better it is for the Egyptian. We did see, though, Adhafang sent his villagers all the way down here, and now he has to run all the way back because of these centaurs. So Adhafang's going to have a pretty bad start as well, as we see now. Odysseus coming in. But do remember, this is the olden days where centaurs could two-shot villagers. Adhafang is up fast. TheMista, did he get his centaur upgrade? Now it's coming. I could have gotten it a little bit sooner, I think. Well, I think extended edition centaurs, aren't they slower though? Yeah, to see this, you don't often see centaurs against Isis. We have husbandry. It's really important in a map like this. Because there's like literally no food. A bolt used on the initial banks. We're just slowly plugging away at this obelisk. Adhafang gets +6 line of sight for his units. That's a good relic. It really is. I mean, if I'm Adhafang here, I just slowly age up to heroic. Which it looks like that's maybe what he's trying to do. He does have husbandry now, so that's good. And because he sent his village... Because the hunt on this map was so bad with where it placed, it's really slow aging up. I mean, we're probably not going to see an age up until like 10 minutes. Trying to wall this in. Oh, run the Billy. Priests are here. Gotta retreat. Okay. Okay. I think we'll probably get that wall in. And now we see TheMista, who did start mining some gold, and now he's grabbing a town center. So he's going to be in the classical age for a very, very long time. Odysseus is coming over now this side. Oh, walled off. This is what you do when you're going to face centaurs, is you wall off. Adhafang is grabbing a town center. I guess he's going to stay in the classical age for a very long time as well. And we are going to see a little bit of Vil kills over here. I mean, two-shot a villager. There it is. And then they can probably retreat and run back in. A lot of priests. A lot of priests. Yeah, I think if I'm Adhafang here, I just do a one-town center fast heroic push. Because there's just so little resources on the map. TheMista is going to be so slow. Like, you could probably... I think that would be better than grabbing a second town center. Because now that he grabbed a second town center, TheMista is going to be able to get his economy rolling. Whereas if it were one town center, then like an Ancestor Eclipse push all the way down here, I don't know how TheMista would have been able to do anything. So that's good for him. Good for TheMista. Pickaxe. No upgrades. No eco upgrades at all for TheMista. Nice for him to get a few. He's making some Hippocon. The Hippocon are to deal with these priests. And he's sending the hero up as well. Hey, he's wanting to get at this gold mine here. Which is probably almost gone, isn't it? 600 gold left, and there's another one over here. We see more aggressive walling from Adhafang. 6 priests building an obelisk. A little bit of a slow start to this game. We're going to see a little action right here coming up. Probably just going to mean that these villagers are going to run and go to this gold mine. Oh, the going down this way. Could pick off a villager here, maybe. And nope. Like, coming up here. Should be able to get one. Oh, you split up it. Okay, you got one. All right. All right, got a one villager. Yay. Now I'll retreat. I might fast forward this a little bit. Oh wow, this game fast forwards like crazy. Priest trying to drop this relic off. This is the one that gives what, like 320 food a second? vicious here. He could like single-handedly kill all of these priests. It's so crazy. So crazy. How many relics are in AoM? Is there a link? There is a link. Not 320, 32. But yeah, it's weird, Carlo. You're right. It is weird to see Sense against an Isis. There is a link. Oh. Get Ippert's AoM Encyclopedia. I think there's one for Extended Edition. If you maybe do a search in the Steam Workshop, you'll see it. There are those relics. I don't think that gives us specific info. Maybe it does. But how many? I mean, what are they? Maybe 30 some relics, probably. Third town center by TheMista here. And it looks like Adhafang is going, yeah, just 2 town centers. Like, I feel like Adhafang should be able to punish this with the Ancestor's Eclipse. I mean, we do have a ceasefire, though. And these centaurs are basically obsolete now. Yeah, the blue crystal shard is mostly useless because of how it works with animations. It's not entirely useless. We're going all the way to this gold mine. I think TheMista is sensing that his life and time on these 2 gold mines is limited. So he's going all the way up here. I think. Villager trying to. And here comes the Scorpion Man. The Scorpion Man is so good. Here, just need to get rid of Odysseus. And, yep, here comes the Siege Workshop. So, when was the last time relics were updated? They never have been. Well, no, they were. They were changed a little bit here and there. Just, like, mainly some consistency stuff where there were some, like, ranged relics that didn't improve certain ranged units. But as far as, like, none of them were ever overhauled. But yeah, this is pretty classic now. We're kind of pretty classic Isis gameplay here. A little bit of a difference because of the second town center. But yeah, this is old Isis gameplay. The chariots, the priests, the scorpion men. And here comes another siege workshop, or siege tower. Coming in, and yeah, I think Ancestor's Eclipse would probably result in this being destroyed. But at this point, it's been so long. Like, TheMista's boom is pretty decent at this point. He'll be alright. The problem, Boyd, is that all of the AOT classics, I think, were almost all Titan games. So I don't think you have any games in that forum that I downloaded. Now, are we going to see a ceasefire on the Ancestor's Eclipse? The Ancestor Eclipse has to be coming in soon. Ooh, he tried to time it, I think. Because really, that was a bit of a premature ceasefire there. He could have waited a little bit. He tried the building block here, didn't get this foundation in time. Least he could do is cast you versus Berserker on the unknown. I mean, shoot, if you want me to cast a wreck, that's good. You can send it to me. I'm not up to, you know, adding on to the AOT classics. And I like the unknown as well. I also like this wall that is clearly not finished. This gaping hole here. Well, yeah, now the problem that we have if you're TheMista is that we're going to see an Ancestor's Eclipse as soon as this is done. And TheMista is going to have a hard time keeping up. He's also got a little bit of a problem right now with his resources. You almost could maybe take this town center down without using Ancestor's Eclipse. He just needs to stop getting distracted by all of this. This army needs to come down here, clean this town center up, and then maybe use Ancestor's Eclipse right down there. Man, you've got 3 Scorpion Men. This Ancestors Eclipse that's coming up is going to be brutal. I don't know. Oh, the wall to block off reinforcements. I like it. Okay, there it is. Ancestors Eclipse is in. Would like to have the siege towers here to kind of clean this up a little bit sooner. And 1 Scorpion Men down, but the heroes are down as well. Problem is, though, with when Ancestors Eclipse was used, I don't think it's going to be able to give Adhafang access to this town center. But yeah, this huge power play. A lot of villagers going down, though, that TheMista didn't bring out. Got these 2 ladies down here kind of trapped. And we've got this entire base destroyed. TheMista's... he needs to set... Like, if he had sorted out his economy a little bit better... He could be aging up right now, which wouldn't be terrible. We've got the Hippocon did do kind of a slide around. Got the the Ancestors and the Scorpion Men kind of mispathed here. You want nice military management by TheMista. He kind of ran away from all of these. Well, now he's got to get trapped here, but he's killing all of these priests and will probably finish off these siege towers. And being able to hold the way that he did, that's... Adhafang kind of... I mean, it's kind of a combination of TheMista with some good military management there with a little bit of the coming around. But kind of bad management also from Adhafang. And I think Adhafang just realized this is going on. So we've got chariots coming up there. Scorpion Man need to get out. It's like they might... One will probably get trapped. The other will probably get out. So this hole in the wall. Just send the wreck to me. In Discord. I'll never remember to check. Especially because I'm leaving on vacation. And oh, he got the wall up. He noticed just in time. But realistically, the chariots can sit here and deny this. And she's going... Bless her heart, she accomplished the wall build, and yep, another villager killed. There might be half a hole there, but no. Okay, so 3 town centers to 2. But TheMista is grabbing this town center back, but still his economy issues. Not good. Also, losing this town center is actually pretty important because you've got 12 farms here that and that resulted in TheMista only having 80 food right now, and he's kind of stuck for the time in the classical age. Now, does Adhafang have 2 monuments or just 1? Only seeing 1. That's kind of a problem. The Scorpion Men are so good. The Hippocon coming in, trying for a raid. So, yeah, TheMista is, by winning this big fight here, he's delayed long enough to give himself a pretty decent chance. Adhafang kind of a little bit out of gold as well, too. Nice, pretty decent eco upgrades. Are you going to start a trade route? Hippocon raiding, kill a couple villagers. That's good. Ooh, this would be juicy. Will he see it, though? Oh, he spotted it. He saw the lumber camp. Will he notice, though? I think he's prioritizing getting on the wood. These villagers are running. They know it's about to get hot. It's just still in Age 2. Gonna bust through the wall there and come in on this gold mine, which isn't there anymore. Camel's coming in to defend this. Hippocon should be able to clean this up, though. Taking a decent amount of losses. But, yeah, the camels... I mean, they're just... So, the numbers weren't there for them. And do we have him clicking up? He's got 0 food right now. Did he click up somewhere? Oh. Still not. I mean, what's hurting him is the lack of husbandry. Husbandry really helps farming. It's just as good as plow. In fact, it might be a little bit better. And this is why TheMista is stuck in the classical age. Is no husbandry and not enough farmers. Yep, no rabbits allowed. Also, no rabbits allowed. Eating my muskmelon. These Hippocon are so annoying. I mean, if they're one scorpion, man, rather plow or husbandry. Both. People knew husbandry was good back in the day. It was common knowledge back in 2004, 2005. Maybe people forgot it in the dark ages after Age 3 came out. But it was pretty public back in 04, 05. That doesn't mean people got it back then. We've got unupgraded spearmen now showing up. They're also not going to do very well. And because there's not enough, now we finally have our second monument. Because the monument has been delayed for so long, these Hippocon have really been cleaning up. Actually, if you do a search at RTS Sanctuary in about 2004, I did a post about rain and how husbandry is so good. A long time ago. Oh, we have a return of a centaur. The centaur's back, baby. And now it's running away. But the TheMista's looking pretty solid now. I mean, he's still missing some pretty important economy upgrades. But the Hippocon are doing work. They've really solidified the game for him. When did you people learn that you should make market in the corner? Well, never! Never. It's just a thing. Because whoever scouts the corner, like you're always too busy. By the time it comes where you have to make markets, you're too busy to send a unit over here to scout the corner and then make a market. So you got to put it where you know it. We got this random siege tower coming in on this. But yeah, the ISIS here, you might be asking, like, what is the ISIS player doing wrong? Really, the main thing was just not getting a second monument soon enough. Because Scorpion Men wreck the Hippocon. And like a couple more Scorpion Men would have allowed Adhafang to keep this position. Now it's looking good that he's got upgraded spearmen. His economy is pretty decent, pretty good eco upgrades. Yeah. Whoa! Oh, happy birthday, TheMista. Here are 8 siege towers. This is a Zodiac siege tower push right here. And oh man, this is before the nerf of villagers against siege towers. So these villagers will actually do a lot of damage. We get another siege tower here. Now this town center will go down. That was a surprise. And the town center down. A lot of population in these siege towers though. Nice trade route in the back end. But will... This town center just disappeared. Problem though, this was a ton of resources. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 siege towers to kill one town center. Now siege towers at 300 resources a pop. That was 2,400 resources used to kill this town center. Is it gonna be worth it? I don't know. Adhafang, you can see now, like, all of a sudden Adhafang's only 135 and 169 pop. He has no food. Because he's got a huge trade route, like he should... Oh, jeez. Look at this, too. He wasn't even empowering the right market. Or maybe he was, I don't know. It looks like they're going to both of them, which is weird. But that's a ton of resources just to throw away. I mean, yeah, you got the town center down. The only way it's worth it is if the town center stays down. And now the TheMista is Hephaestus, which tells me he's going to get this town center back pretty quickly. We see the Plenty Vault being used. I do like this side build. This could actually... I mean, there's no villagers here anymore. But, I mean, this could be scary. A little side build proxy push up at the top. But yeah, TheMista's going to be able to hold this. He's going to be able to get his town center back. He's got 151 favor. So we're going to see Forge of Olympus coming soon. There it is. Just got researched. And now the olden days Zeus, without any nerfs in the Mythic Age, means these upgrades are going to start just pouring in so quickly. The Colossus, cheaper. And until Adhafang gets Mythic Age, he's not going to be able to deal with this. We see some priests coming out. Don't have a lot of upgrades though. Oh, he's going to get on Colossus versus Pharaoh. That's actually good. Really good. Colossus should probably just start. I don't know why he's retreating. Just get on the Migdal. Random Spearman raid. Town center is delayed by another auto-queued siege tower. Now we have Osiris coming up. Okay, the Pharaoh didn't die. Got mercenaries coming. Now I would say this game looks like probably it's gonna go TheMista's way, but the one thing we do have though is we already have Adhafang with a really solid trade route, which is going to allow him to spam mercenaries. And TheMista's eco isn't quite where it needs to be yet. Probably because of his eco upgrades. Still no husbandry, that hurts. Only pickaxe and hand axe. So that's that's TheMista's problem right now. But he is getting his armory upgrades because they're basically free. It's so strange to see. These eco upgrades in combination with all of these armory upgrades getting spammed. But yeah, I'm the eco is what worries me here if I'm TheMista. But because I don't think his eco is good enough to accomplish what he wants. And like as soon as Adhafang hits Mythic Age, he also gets a power spike because he's going to get Osiris. Keep in mind, Bolt was used long ago on a Eclipse or on a Sphinx. I already have heavy axemen, so that's good too. And the Myrmidon aren't medium heavy or anything; they're just plain Myrmidon. So yeah, we'll get catapults. We'll get Osiris. We'll get the upgraded trade. So Adhafang is going to be in a pretty... Oh, she built that just in time. Oh, man. Feels bad because this is... Ooh. This is Adhafang's gold mining operation right now. We have Osiris has been used. Got to watch out, though. He's getting targeted by all these Toxotes. And he heals the unit instead of retreat. I do this with my Osiris all the time, too. And yeah, TheMista had a chance to get this town center up, but never quite. Oh, here comes Beserker. He's basically the counter to Osiris. He's about to come flying in. Boom. Osiris just grunts and groans when he lands. Hey, Osiris. Beserker run away. Oh, he can hop away. Trapped? Nope. He's good. Now Beserker can probably run this way and then jump on top of the catapult. Oh, he'll hop on a priest. So strong. Oh man, it's just disgusting. Oh, it's disgusting. Now he shouldn't garrison because it actually resets his recharge. Ooh, Osiris is not long for this world. Alright, that looks like me and my Osirises. You missed this, Bella. Oh yeah, so Osiris, he was done. He wanted out. Catapult in on this gold mine. I mean, Adhafang knows about this. This is big. We do have a Paspis that'll deal with these spearmen even though they're not upgraded. Now, but here come a bunch of axemen coming out. They'll clean up the Hippaspis and Mista. Ooh. Adhafang is not training a catapult right now. He doesn't have the wood. So this town center is going to get up. The villager's going down, though. At least kind of down. A lot of X-Men here now, though, for kind of nothing. I mean, they're doing a raid, but don't really need it. Nice. I like this. You need to clean this up if you're Adhafang, because this can get scary if you let the Greek just build up here. Actually, this is important. There is a market here, but oh, rebuild another one again. Quite up on the edge. But yeah, the Bellerophon has kind of killed everything. The chariots have killed everything, and this push from Adhafang kind of non-existent. He's actually got pretty decent armory upgrades too. Alright, he's powering his market. Oh, Mummy does not want to be here. Why is it here? It has a death wish. Okay, that's actually good to get rid of that. Oh, you retargeted. What? Well, that was weird. Incompetently managed Bellerophon there. Okay, we got upgraded siege now too. Villagers coming in to rebuild the wall. I've got the Merc spam. We got the Mummy coming down because Bellerophon missed his opportunity. Oh, I think it. I don't know. Is a Mummy a boy or a girl or just an it? Or something else? Not sure. I guess it's dead. You even got the Mummy upgrade. What does the Mummy upgrade do? Plus 70 hit points. Plus 40% pierce damage. But actually, it's not, because the tech doesn't actually work correctly. I think it actually upgrades hack, which the Mummy doesn't have. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, I don't think it actually was really. Airtrace was cheat Gary Payton. Oh man. So we're getting into the late game here. Do we have any god power? Ooh, we do have an underworld left. And as we see these Colossus coming in, that could get scary. Especially if we see TheMista upgrading its Colossus and keeping a Bellerophon around. Honestly, what I think if I'm TheMista, I think what I do here is just hold here and Underworld. I don't know, probably here if he knows. I mean, he doesn't really know how weak this is, but there's nothing here. Like if he Underworld here, he would cut the trade and kill the town center, and it's almost an instant win right there. Because otherwise, if he comes through here, he's got to go through all these guard towers. It's going to be tough. We do have one Mummy here. We've got that will kind of keep the Colossus at bay. And we've got the Bellerophon is up here for some reason. Trying to get rid of this build in the middle. Like he's trying to get line of sight for an Underworld. Yeah, he is. He's definitely is. Probably just Underworld here now. I mean, this would actually be the place to do it. He's definitely saving up for it. I'd like to still medium Myrmidon. Yeah, he's trying to get line of sight, but he can't. Where'd Bellerophon go? Okay, over here. I just need to fast forward this. I gotta be up early tomorrow. Gotta travel. But yeah, I don't know if you... With Bellerophon, you can kind of defend this for a while. But yeah, the way to win here... Oh, here he comes. Yes, he's coming in. Oh, we have the monument to block Underworld here, though. Where can he use it? You can use it here, which would be about as good. Yep, he's coming down. He's gonna. There it is, right here, right here. Here? Come on, you know it's coming. Oh man, 3 mummies though. Oh man, that puts a stop to the underworld. I don't know, I think... Oh wow. He kind of mismanaged that so badly. What is he doing with his units? What is this? I don't know what he's doing with his units here. He just lost 5 Colossus. And his Helipolis are coming up here. Is the recorded game out of sync, maybe? Maybe he did use Underworld? Oh, he did. So this is jacked up. Why is it messed up? Okay, we'll try this again. It did mess up. He did use Underworld. And for some reason, the game didn't want to say it used Underworld. I hope it works. Sometimes, for some reason, recorded games will go out of sync, especially an old one. Maybe I jacked it up by trying to act like I was casting Underworld. All right, well, we can watch this boring early part of the game. Fast forward, fast forward, fast forward. Hey, player, good to see you. All right, we all remember this. Player, I have to know if you're still there. Where were you for RTS League? I missed you. This unit management here, oof, is so bad by Adhafang. Oh, were you busy Sunday? Was on the vet. What does that mean? Oh, the veterinarian with the cat. Cat must be in UCA, huh? Sabotage. Wait, how far into this game were I? It actually goes faster if I have the game not showing. I'm hoping it doesn't go out of sync again. Is the cat okay? I guess is the big question. You can watch this Osiris get used like mine. We're in the RTS League Finals. They haven't been scheduled yet. It might be a while, because people are dumb. But these alarm bells are really annoying. Don't worry, those watching later on YouTube, you're probably not going to see this. I'm going to cut it out. Okay, I want to know if we see an underworld this time. Or if it's going to bug out again. Hey, it worked. I wonder if I jacked up the recorded game by pressing the underworld key. All right, so we're back. Here is how the game really went. Now we don't have the suiciding Colossus. We don't have the suiciding Helipolis. We have all the Colossus in the town center. We've got these mercenaries popping out. Like that. Villagers coming through. This looks a lot more normal. Town center down. You need to start building units. So, ooh, if we see the underworld. Oh, this is when underworld repair was completely broken, though. Look how fast these villagers are repairing. They repair as fast as 3 catapults. Okay, one catapult down. That's a lot invested into this town center, though. Okay, both catapults down. I don't know how long this game is. Oh, we've even got a catapult on this side, too. And foo. We got a tornado too, player? Man. Oh, this is big. We've got, man, these mummies are doing a lot of work. But Bellerophon took a little too long to show up, which is weird because he was the one who gave them. Oh. Well, the underworld's gone. These catapults just like showed up out of the middle of nowhere. The underworld's gone. And that is going to be Adhafang lasting through the underworld. He's gonna, because he's gonna clean this up now. And Adhafang has tons of economy. Now we've got Colossus pounding away at the front towers here. So what this might do, though, is it might give... Oh, I don't know. I think you maybe slow this town center down more. It looks like he's going to try to kill the markets, which I guess that's good, too. Oh, he's trying to split up. He's trying... Nope, nope, nope. I thought they were coming up here. Okay, so the trade will be stopped for now. I mean, I guess it's a risk you take. Do you think you can... Oh, this is going to be close. The Pharaoh coming in is going to power it. Oh, he's going to get it up in time. That Pharaoh empowerment was huge. Got that market up. But now we do have a mummy. It will take care of the Colossus there. In Bellerophon, nowhere to be seen. We do have another market built there. We have a little bit of a forward build. The villagers got it down to 85 hit points. And what do we see? Adhafang with a ton of resources. TheMista with not. Wow. Eco upgrades. Not there. Again, the market not quite up against the edge of the wall. And now we've got a build into the trader out here. A Colossus coming in. One hit. Take that Migdal down. But yeah, TheMista isn't going to be able to keep up until... Oh, it took two. Isn't going to be able to keep up until he gets all of his eco upgrades. But at this point, it's been 36 minutes. It's probably the point where he probably thinks he has the upgrades, but clearly he doesn't. And Mista doesn't know about... Okay, he did actually see that tower. And this is the unnerfed towers, too, where they do full damage. Crazy strong. Yeah, I think time is probably running out for TheMista. I mean, if Adhafang wanted, and I'm not sure why, he can just auto-queue mercs to here. And he's going to be in on this trade route. The Colossus is coming in, though. Well, maybe the Colossus will slow this down long enough. Oh, we've got some more Colossus, but we've got these catapults here. Long-range catapults just all over. But we do have the Myrmidon that could probably take care of it. And look how much damage they do. But Axeman coming in. And that town center, if Adhafang... Ooh, if player doesn't notice. Hope he notices. Send in one villager. Can she be the hero her nation needs? Looks like she will be. Get that catapult down. Get the next one down. Oh, it'll be close. More Myrmidon coming in. I think they'll handle it. Yeah. They'll handle it. Took a few more shots. Oh, here comes another mummy. Man, these mummies have been doing so much. Yep. Here comes the auto-queued mercs. Still not up against the edge of the wall. Or the edge of the map. Oh, it killed the one that was almost dead already. Just wall this off. You know, instead of building all these towers, Adhafang should have just built a wall. But yeah, I think time is running out for Adhafang. Or not for TheMista. Adhafang has all of his military upgrades that he needs. He's got mercenaries. Now they aren't Hathor mercenaries, so they aren't I don't really know what the point is of making the infantry mercs here. Probably should just make pure merc cav and then you'd be fine. Boy, these colossus, even with the mummies, they're still so annoying. Hellsravage trying to get on these mummies. But losing a lot of damage because of the towers. We'll kill one. We'll kill... Oh, simultaneous. We got it. This town center is down, though. Don't know if TheMista will be able to rebuild it. Again, it's just these economy upgrades is keeping TheMista down. This is a lot of population here, though. I mean, TheMista, who's now down one town center, with these units here, is down another town center because this is 20 more population. So that hurts. Because it's going to be so long before these are going to get any value. Be worth their population use. Catapult should get this in. It's what, halfway up? Uh-oh. Oh, shoot! Shoot! Oh, he noticed just in time. Oh, man. That was close, actually, to going up. Villagers. Just build a wall. No, Adhafang does not play. I haven't seen him around in a while. Handful of years I haven't seen him. So not around. But yeah, if Adhafang manages this correctly, at this point, I don't think TheMista should be able to get that town center up. I mean, just look how much pop is over here for TheMista. It's just not doing anything. But it's a little scary because if this this siege workshop is the last siege workshop that's here, it only has 50 hit points. I mean, realistically, one Myrmidon could take out this last siege workshop, and then there's no more catapults coming in. But yeah, we can see TheMista still struggling with economy. Again, just the eco upgrades, not where they need to be. Mercenaries just flooding in because why not? Where did these colossus go? Wow, there's 5 of them here. They're gonna come up here on this town center. Do we have any mummies in defense? Doesn't look like it. Adhafang has probably a few too many villagers on food, considering he's floating 4,000. Yeah, here these bad boys come. Now there's not a mummy anywhere. So they're gonna get this town center down. Oh, and they're gold now too. Oh, that's huge. Now they'll live forever as long as a mummy doesn't show up. And I don't think Adhafang now. Adhafang just notices there aren't, no mummies here. Now here's the problem is once one town center goes down, all of a sudden you're at even worse pop space when it comes to making another mummy. So if in fact what TheMista should do is kill the temple, and that's what he's doing. That's really smart. Because that's the only way you'll ever get a it's the only way these colossus will ever die. And so that temple is down, and now we can turn on the... Oh, there's a mummy here. Where'd that mummy come from? Oh, way over here. Okay. So this one mummy will eventually eliminate this entire brigade of siege. And now Adhafang, he's got... It's kind of the tale of two cities here. You got Adhafang with way too much economy. And TheMista with not enough. He's sitting at 113 and 140 pop. Adhafang 146, 146, but so much of it is in villagers. But this Colossus over here died to the towers. This mummy is slowly going to take care of all of these. But this did give time for TheMista to build this town center, but we still got auto-queued. Mercenaries coming down here. No mummy coming down for those. Oh, we've got 3 siege towers in here. Falling off the siege workshop. And yeah, this one mummy has now cleaned up the attack here. Cyclops, this one will probably be able to take this town center down. Oh, it's going to be close. Nope, nope, nope. Town center will go up. So, okay. So the Colossus push is done. These 4 siege towers pop out. I don't even know if Adhafang realizes he has them. And Adhafang is kind of scuffling here a little bit, actually. Wait, how long is this game? I got 2 long ones, apparently. Oh, both catapults down at the same time. Siege towers on this town center might. They're doing a lot of damage. Only 3 Myrmidons. It's gonna be close. I think it's gonna stay up. It probably needs to, yeah, it's gonna stay up. That was pretty close there. But, like, Adhafang kind of isn't doing anything at this point. Like, he had map control. And has had it for a while. But, like, he's not coming forward here. He's not pushing through here. I mean, all these guys just, like, auto-queued siege. And he's a little slow in moving down here as well. Like, except for these few Myrmidons, this side of the map is wide open. And he could cut off the trade route pretty easily. But TheMista kind of settling in. Adhafang, no gold. TheMista just sitting at 0 resources. Gonna fast forward a little bit in interest of time. Towers are slowly disappearing. Here comes the mummy to get that. Myrmidon are taking out this middle area of the map. We have a lighthouse. I don't know about this. I don't know. Adhafang's economy is super good, but is taking too much population space. And these Myrmidon are cleaning out this little side potential forward build here. Oh, we do have a siege. I mean, given what TheMista's economy is, this would be a significant slowdown here. I don't think he has a oh, he does have a backup market down there, so it won't be terrible. And now we're gonna see this kind of counter push back again. It's like a rubber band. Shoot. All those. How much line of sight did this lighthouse get? They even have signal flares. Okay, villagers down here. Still pumping in some siege towers. I don't know. Yeah, this is not the place for the Myrmidon to go, given the most secure Migdol in the history of the game. Oh. Villagers see this. Ooh, see, this now is probably more so this side of the map to win on. But yeah, TheMista, his economy is just failing him. No eco. The mummies are back. Bellerophon is nowhere to be seen. So I think I think this actually will suddenly be pretty close to the end. Because losing this amount of the trade route is pretty significant. And TheMista just doesn't have the economy to afford that. And if he loses this town center, he loses a lot of farming again. And his eco upgrade is still just not good. And we've got all of this Myrmidon here. See, this is where all of TheMista's pop is. But this is the good old days of Egyptian spawning mercenaries out lickety-split. And that is GG, just like that. So it looked like Mista was kind of solidifying, and then all of a sudden, market destroyed, and then no economy, and can't push through, and all of a sudden it's GG, just like that. So in the end, Adhafang, who scuffled a little bit there in the Mythic Age and let Mista kind of stick around, he comes up victorious in the end. Does win the game. Finally, that one was a bit of a long one. A long, kind of a repetitive one. A little bit. But yeah, fun game. Good game. Not quite as exciting as the first one, but again, keep in mind, we're watching players that were some of the best. And you can see that, I mean, just kind of basic mistakes. Like, hand axe, pickaxe, only irrigation, no husbandry. And that here, this here, I mean, I know you can like look at a long game like this and say, okay, mistake here, mistake here, mistake here. But like, to me, if this is properly managed with proper eco upgrades, Mista probably wins. And so that would kind of make all of the other mistakes pointless. And so here you have just kind of unforced errors that probably made TheMista lose. These good players are human, you know? I think probably a lot of us, like intermediate players, would probably at least have all of our upgrades in a 48-minute game. At least all our eco upgrades. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, that's huge. I mean, economy just not where it needed to be. Oh. The difference. Gigantic. I mean, a great kill death ratio for TheMista, but just no economy. I mean, not there. I mean, and then on the other hand, Adhafang is a little bit over ecoed with 124 villagers there. Probably 102 is the. I mean, if he's auto queuing mercs, maybe this is the magic point here. But yeah, TheMista, he lost a lot of villagers around his underworld usage. Kind of needed that to work out. Didn't quite work out. He did have that Colossus push there, but just not the economy. Like, you know, killing these town centers with Colossus is great. Looks awesome. But you still have to consider the amount of population that is being put into the Colossus that's basically equaling the town center population that's down. And then if you don't have any villagers to like, or units to come in and clean up behind it, it's kind of pointless in the long run. But that's that game. And that's the end of episode 14 of the Age of Mythology Classics. But how about this, though? Let's take a look at the old... Let's see this game here. Let's find it and see the comments. The first game had a lot of flame. Let's see if we can find this game. Let's see. Zeus, Oasis, Isis, Adhafang versus... Dang it, what was his name in the game? I have to find it and see. How was his name worded? I gotta get it right. Classics, next up. What in the world? Oh, I'm in the wrong spot still. Hold on. Late at night. Was, oh, with brackets and everything. Try if I see if I can work. And an underscore at the end. All right, TheMista posted it. Let's show you guys the quick comments here. Go for a scent rush, but do no damage. Well, big surprise. You did it against an Isis. Both boom, my gold mines are forward, so I go on the other hand. For an unknown reason, I survived long enough to go mythic. Yes, but my economy was so crippled, could barely survive. Wasted on Earl, that was the end of my journey. Now, why was your economy crippled? Because you didn't have any. IR noob. Oh, jeez. Mummy's dealt well with the Colossus. Seeing Zeus getting slaughtered is like going crazy inside the pants. Oh, man. You'd played deathmatch, you would have won. No one plays deathmatch. Hand axe, pickaxe, no husbandry through a 40+ minute game. That's the comment I'm looking for. Wanted to quit as soon as I saw the mines. To be honest, I thought I would die. Mista lost. Here's Army Corps telling him he lost because with a rush like that, what's the point? Yeah, a huge disadvantage. Yep. And then Cryplex saying he was so pissed off at the map because of the bad gold. He took way too many villagers. The outside gold mine ended up with 2,000 resource gold and nothing else. So, yeah. So kind of, you know what? The comments were on point there. IR noob not banned. Yeah, not then. 2000. What was the date here? 2014. All right, that game wasn't as old as I thought it was. I thought it was more like 2011. But anyway, that's it for tonight. I appreciate you guys watching. I'm going to be gone for about a week. And I hope you guys enjoyed. A couple new followers. So good to have you guys following. Normally this is a bit of a variety Age of Mythology stream. Sometimes I play. Sometimes I cast old games. Sometimes I cast RTS League. Yo soy flaco. That's followed. I thought you already had followed. I swear I saw it before. But yeah, try to mix it up a little bit. I play a little bit. Play tournaments sometimes. Usually lose in tournaments sometimes. All the time. That's all right. And thank you, Airtrees, for the subscription. And also, name of the other one. Thought it was like Far Cry, I think it was. Maybe also subscribed, so appreciate that as well. That was a long time ago. It might not even be here. Real Cry, not Far Cry. Real Cry. So thank you. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll catch you guys in about a week and a half or so-ish when I'm back from a vacation. You guys take care of yourself. And that is all. Goodbye.